Winning a championship in WWE is a huge achievement, as not every wrestler gets to hold a championship when they compete in the Big Dub. However, some wrestlers have been fortunate enough to hold two championships simultaneously and been able to call themselves double champions. Typically, a wrestler will hold a singles championship along with a tag team championship, but there have been several instances where a wrestler has held two singles championships at once. Double champions don't always work, and generally double champions only last for a few months, as a double champion tends to drop one of the belts after a few months, as one wrestler holding both the belts usually damages one if not both of the belts. In 2022, NXT UK was being discontinued, and multiple NXT UK championships were unified with their American Championship counterparts. Mandy Rose, Pretty Deadly and Bron Breakker, who were triumphant in their respective title unification matches, were not recognised as double champions. The most recent double champions in WWE history had contrasting runs in holding multiple championships simultaneously. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club, and today's video will be counting down the last 10 WWE double champions ranked from worst to best. Welcome to the club. In at number 10, we have Caro Hayes, whose stint as a double champion lasted mere minutes, as the NXT Cruiserweight Championship was retired in January 2022. Caro Hayes was the NXT North American Champion. He squared off against Roderick Strong, who was the reigning NXT Cruiserweight Champion, in a title unification match at New Year's Eve 2022. Hayes and Strong competed in a solid high-stakes championship match. Hayes managed to prevail and became a double champion, albeit for a short while, as the Cruiserweight Championship was therefore henceforth retired. Hayes continued his reign as NXT North American Champion. Hayes did hold both belts aloft though, and he is therefore recognised as the final NXT Cruiserweight Champion in WWE history, making him a double champion and therefore eligible for this list. In number 9, we have Asuka, who teamed up with an old foe to become a double champion, as the Empress of Tomorrow holds the most tag team championship reigns in the women's division. Asuka is one of the most prolific women's champions in history, and the Empress of Tomorrow became a two-time Raw Women's Champion when she recaptured the title from Sasha Banks at SummerSlam 2020, on a night where she pulled off double duty. However, 4 months later, Asuka found herself closing 2020 as a double champion, as she teamed up with her former rival Charlotte Flair, who returned to WWE and defeated Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the Women's Tag Team Championships. It was surprising to see the missing of Today and the Nature Girl as Women's Tag Team Champions, and Asuka's run as a double champion lasted for 6 weeks. Charlotte became a Grand Slam champion during their championship run, but they dropped the titles back to Jackson Belair on the 2021 Royal Rumble kickoff show. In number 8, we had Sasha Banks, who had another forgettable Raw Women's Championship reign as part of the Golden Role Models, who were back on top of the women's tag division. Unquestionably, Sasha Banks is one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time, but the Boss could not successfully retain the Raw Women's Championship. Before the Boss won the Raw Women's Championship for the 5th time, she clinched the Women's Tag Team Championships alongside her best friend Bayley by beating two-time champions Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, or Team Bliss Cross as they were known, in June 2020. Almost 2 months into Sasha Banks and Bayley's second women's tag title reign, Sasha joined Bayley as a double champion, as she beat Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. Banks was a double champion for a little over 3 weeks, and Banks and Bayley defended the women's tag titles consistently on Raw, SmackDown and NXT until Asuka ended Banks' title reign at SummerSlam 2020. In number 7, we have the Boss's partner, Bayley, who was one of the unsung heroes in 2020, as she donned both straps. In 2019, Bayley finally ditched her hugger character, turning heel and adopting a new persona with new theme music and shorter hair. The role model became serious, and she reigned the SmackDown Women's Championship from Charlotte Flair on SmackDown's October 11, 2019 episode. Bayley became one of the unsung heroes during the COVID-19 pandemic, as she appeared on WWE television in the Performance Center consistently. 7 months into her SmackDown Women's Championship reign, Bayley became a double champion, as she won the women's tag titles with Sasha Banks. Bayley Does Straps was born and was the Golden Role Models. Bayley and Sasha dropping the titles at Payback 2020 led to the pair feuding over Bayley's SmackDown Women's Championship, culminating in an excellent Hell in a Cell match, with Bayley's record-breaking 380-day reign as champion ending at the hands of Sasha Banks. In number 6, we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship reign, which peaked on day 1. For the first time since the inaugural WrestleMania, a tag team match headlined WrestleMania. This is fairly understandable, as the tag titles have barely been able to make it on the show since about Mania 23. And before then, they were excellent mid-card matches, but never really capable of dethroning the likes of Rock and Austin. Kevin Owens, however, did headline WrestleMania Saturday for the second consecutive year, this time alongside his best friend Sami Zayn, as they ended the Usos' 622-day reign as undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. With the victory, KO became a Grand Slam champion, but the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championship lineage continued separately despite being defended as one. Their reign lasted 154 days, which was steady, but there was potential for the championship run to be much, much better. In number 5, we're sticking with these undisputed tag team championships as we move to the Judgment Day, who cemented their dominance with tag team gold. Priest and Balor were double champions on a technicality, however. The Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damian Priest had pressure on their shoulders from Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, as she warned them about the consequences if they didn't bring the undisputed Tag Team Championships to the faction. At Payback 2023, Priest and Balor defeated Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in an excellent match to become the new undisputed Tag Team Champions. With the victory, Balor became a Grand Slam champion as he finally clinched Tag Team Gold in WWE, to go along with his Universal title reigns, the Intercontinental title reign, and the US titles. The Judgment Day was Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions simultaneously, and they became the only tag team to win the undisputed Tag Team Championship twice, as they regained the gold from Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. The titles were split at Mania 40, and they dropped both the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships in a 6-pack ladder match. In number 4, we have Cody Rhodes, who had stints as a singles and the tag team double champion. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes failed to win the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 39. But Cody Rhodes' first championship reign since returning to the Big Dub in 2022 was an unexpected, undisputed tag team title reign. Cody clinched the title alongside Jey Uso, and they beat the Judgment Day for the titles at Fastlane 2023. Their press conference after Fastlane was the most memorable thing about their title reign, however, as they were champions for just 9 days, with the Judgment Day taking the gold back a couple of weeks later. Technically, Cody Rhodes is a double champion right now, as he defeated Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania. And both the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship are both active championships, although Cody is just wearing one belt. In number 3, we have Jimmy Uso, who is one half of the best tag team championship duo, as he looked very strong in the bloodline as a double champion. Unquestionably, the Usos are one of, if not the greatest tag team of all time. The Usos defeated Rey Mysterio and his gigantic son Dominic on the Money in the Bank 2021 kickoff show to kickstart their 5th SmackDown Tag Team Championship reign. They dominated the tag division on SmackDown. However, 10 months later, the Usos would defeat RK Bro to become double championships for the Raw Tag Team Championship to unify with their SmackDown ones. The Usos showed no sign of slowing down as undisputed tag team champions, and Roman Reigns was the undisputed Universal WWE Champion. The Bloodline was the dominant faction, and the Usos' record-breaking 622-day reign as undisputed tag team champions was curtailed in the main event of WrestleMania 39 Saturday. In number 2, we have Jey Uso, who boasts 2 more tag team championship reigns than his brother, as Jey fell back into the tag team division briefly following his singles run beginning. Jey Uso is a 10-time tag team champion with 8 of his tag team title reigns alongside his brother Jimmy. They dominated the tag team division, and they were double champions for 316 days, which is a remarkable effort. It felt like a big deal when the Usos dropped the titles to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but the tag team division hasn't reached the heights since the Usos' championship reign ended. Surprisingly, Jey Uso's singles were momentarily halted as he teamed up with Cody Rhodes and won the belts, as we've already mentioned. Jey and Cody had 2 successful title defences on Raw and SmackDown after Payback, but the Judgment Day wasn't without the titles for long as they recaptured the gold just 9 days later on Raw. And in number 1, obviously, it's Roman Reigns, who cemented his legacy as one of the greatest of all time as the undisputed Universal Champion, as he broke several records. Unquestionably, Roman Reigns is the greatest double champion in WWE history. The Tribal Chief returned at SummerSlam 2020 as a big nasty heel, and a week later, Reigns defeated Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman in a triple threat match at Payback 2020 to become a 2-time Universal Champion, a championship that he had never actually lost in the first place, due to that being the time he had vacated the belt due to leukemia. Reigns had a dominant run as Universal Champion as the likes of Kevin Owens, Edge, Daniel Bryan, John Cena and Brock Lesnar, and many more future Hall of Famers, were unable to take the gold away from him. Reigns added more gold to his collection by seeing off Brock, who was the WWE Champion at WrestleMania 38, to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion of the goddamn world. Reigns' 1,316-day reign as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion was historic, and it felt right when Cody ended his reign at WrestleMania 40. But as far as double champions are concerned, we all must acknowledge him as the best. However, there you have it. There's our list. So what did you think? Who do you think is the greatest double champion of all time? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, click the like button and the subscribe button to make sure you never miss out any of the fun content that we produce here at Honor Wrestling Club. Be sure to check out our other videos. We have plenty that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Be sure to share these videos around with your friends and show them to your family. Go on, confuse them. I'm sure your parents won't be disappointed in you whatsoever. However, I'd just like to thank you all for watching and welcome you to the club. See ya!